I'm about to show you how to replace a fuel pump for a 2003 Mercedes Benz COK230. That's the compressor, Mercedes Benz 2003 COK230. That's the hatchback here, this one right here. But before we do that, what you need to do is disconnect the battery post. So let's go to the front over here so I can show you where the battery post is at. If you can see, I had to take this off, this cover, and it's actually the air cleaner for the cabin. So disconnect this, take this out, put it over to the side, and if you see, there's a cable. This cable here, I've already disconnected it. All it takes is a 10mm socket. Take off the negative cable, put it over to the side or whatever you want to do, as long as it's not touching the battery, okay? And you're safe for that. You don't have to worry about it. Now we'll go back to the filter, as you were, the fuel pump. This is the fuel pump. So now if you walk in here, look in here, this fuel pump came out of this back seat. It comes out in the back seat. So this here, this is a liner, this is the seat. So in order to get the seat out, you'll see it's got hinges in the front. There's two hinges. All you have to do is pull this strap here. You pull it back, you pull on it, and it'll release the seat, making the seat you'll be able to fold it back, forward. All you have to do is just take this off and expose the view. You'll see the exposed view. You'll have two of these gadgets here underneath the inside the tank. The one that goes in here is the floater. Don't mess with that. It's this one here. This is the only one. This is the only one that you need to mess with, the one that goes here. So since I already took it off, it was a lot easier just to show you. So what I did, basically, this goes in here flush, sits down on the tank, okay? And ensure that your level, there's another level in here, is flush facing forward, okay? There's gonna be a cap that goes in this way, and it's gonna have an arrow. Ensure that your arrow is pointing out, and there's a notch in here. There's a notch in here that you're gonna need to check. Make sure that arrow here, this arrow is facing your notch. So basically it's gonna go this way. This is how it's gonna go. It's gonna sit in here like that. You're gonna have to use a gasket over again, because the new pump does not come with one. So you're gonna have to reuse it. All right, and the way to do it is, you have to take it off of here. You're gonna have to take it off of here when you replace the other one. All right, and set it down on the seat. Make sure you set it down on the seat. Once you put everything in there, and like I said, this goes in forward, down, facing forward. Okay, and once you got it down, you're gonna connect your hoses. You're gonna connect your hoses. This hose goes to the top. Okay, this connection goes right in here, and then the bottom connection, this connection here goes on the bottom here. All you have to do is push in. And same thing when you take it out, there's snaps on there. Make sure you don't break them. Snap out, push down a little bit, snap it out. Same thing with this. You push on the side here, you push, and then you unplug. Very simple. Make sure you don't break these things. You cannot replace unless you get new ones. So now that I've already showed you the old pump, I'm about to show you how to install the new one. Here's my new pump. Okay, this is my new pump. So like I was telling you earlier, you're gonna connect this here. Okay, you're gonna push in. All right, you push in, you're set, and then you're gonna connect your lines same way, It's got a slide that'll guide you through. All right, then you're gonna connect the bottom part of it here in the bottom, and you have to do just push in too. You gotta make sure it goes all the way in because it's gotta snap. You don't want this to come loose. A little tight. Well, you know what? I'm gonna start with the bottom first. That's what I'm gonna do. Because it looks like it's the one that's having trouble. So just like so, disconnect that part. Okay. There's not a lot of room to play with. Okay. It's kind of tight on here, so I'm gonna look and see why was it so tight. That's because it's part of the, yeah, it's just brand new part, and you're gonna have to push it in. Maybe if you get a little bit of grease and push it in there. Okay. Okay, well, this thing is pretty tight, so I don't think it'll go anywhere. And then this part here, we'll go back in this side here. There it is. This one snapped in. All right. Now with the electronic part, boom, it's in. Now that those pieces are in, I'm gonna slide this down. Just like so. Making sure that your floater, like I said, your floater sits down facing that way, this way. And I'm about to put the gasket. This is the old gasket. You have to put it back in here. Okay, like so, because they don't have new ones. So now I'm gonna take the top, the brand new top, looks just like this one, just like that. This is the original. This is the other original part. Assemble it facing this way. Okay. Just like that. Facing the notch. Ensure it's facing the notch. Should be good. Then you take this cap and you push it in here. It's gonna be a little hard to pull in, but just push down, and you should be good. Okay. You can use the screwdriver to tighten it up a little bit. Make sure you don't break anything. All right. And then if you got any fuel in here, make sure you pick it up. You don't want to have something jump, fire or something. All right, now that that's installed, I'm going to go ahead and connect the battery now. I'm not going to put anything together because it should go back in the same place you disconnected. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the battery. All right. Come over here, connect the battery. I'm going to take the battery, connect it. You take the socket here and tighten it up a little bit, just so that we know it's tight. Okay, you gotta tighten it with a wrench though. This is just temporary, and the vehicle should start. All right, I got the key now. Hopefully I don't burn up or blow up. Here we go. There it is. New pump installed. Ready to roll. The vehicle's ready to roll. All you got to do is to reassemble everything back together, just the way you took it apart. Okay, well, thank you for watching my tutorial, and maybe I'll have another one later on sometime. Thank you.